Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to walk you through a super useful skill, how to build a clickable prototype for your mobile app using Figma. If you're new to app design or just getting started with Figma, this tutorial is the perfect way to see your interface come to life and interact just like a real app would. By the end, you'll be able to put together a basic interactive button component and preview it just like your future users will experience it. Alright, let's dive right in. So first things first, go ahead and open up Figma. If you haven't used it before, Figma is a free browser-based design tool that's incredibly popular for everything from wireframing to full-on prototyping. Once you've got Figma open, either start a new file or jump into an existing project, wherever you want to build your app screen. Now, let's start by adding the foundation for your button, a rectangle shape. Over on the left, you'll see the Shape tool. Click that, select Rectangle, and draw a rectangle anywhere on your canvas. Here comes a tiny but important detail. Set the corner radius to 20. You can find the corner radius option up in the Properties panel, usually on the right side of your Figma window. Setting the corner radius to 20 gives your rectangle those nice rounded edges you see in modern mobile apps. It's a small touch that makes UI elements feel more approachable and friendly. Next up, let's add some text for the button. Think of it as the label that tells users what the button does. Grab the text tool, which looks like a T icon, and type your name here. You can, of course, change this to fit your actual app's needs, but for this sample, that works great. Place your text right in the center of your rectangle so it looks like a cohesive, polished button. Here's a key tip. Select both the rectangle and the text by holding down Shift and clicking each one. Then right-click and select Group Selection. Grouping ties your text and shape together so any move or adjustment keeps them aligned, a big time saver, just like clipping papers together so they don't get mixed up. Now, with your grouped button selected, we're going to create a component. Think of a component in Figma as a reusable master version of your button. Any changes you make to the master component will automatically update everywhere you use it. So go to the top panel, click on the component icon. It looks like 4 little diamonds, or right-click and select Create Component. You'll see a purple outline appear, signifying it's now a component. Let's make this button interactive with different variants, like how it should look when someone hovers over it or clicks it. With your component selected, find the Variants section in the right side Properties panel and click Add Variant. Now you have the default and the hover state. For the hover effect, you might want to change the fill color of your rectangle, maybe make it a shade lighter or darker, just to show users there's something clickable there. Now add one more variant for when the button is actually clicked. Again, add a variant, and this time change the color to simulate the press-down effect. You can imagine this like a physical button on a remote. It should visually depress a bit to give feedback to the user. Once that's set, it's time to connect these variants with interactions. Click on the Prototype tab at the top right and add interactions, so when you hover, it switches to the hover variant, and when you press or click, it flips to the clicked state. This helps your prototype feel real and responsive. Great, now drag your button component from the Assets panel. Just find your component and drop it onto a frame or an artboard where you want the button to appear. This is just like placing a widget onto a phone screen. Finally, to see your hard work in action, click the Preview button at the top right. It looks like a little play icon. You'll get a live, clickable simulation. Try hovering and clicking your button and see your variants come to life. Don't worry if it takes a couple tries to get the interactions just how you like. It's all part of learning. And that's it. You now have a fully interactive, clickable button prototype, all done in Figma. If this helped you out, please hit the like button, and if you have any questions or want to see more Figma tutorials, drop a comment below. Feel free to subscribe for more tips and tricks on designing digital products. Thanks for watching and happy designing.